Hey everyone, I'm Dustin Dickerson with Dickerson Custom Trucks. This is going to be our first YouTube video here on our new YouTube channel. I'm the owner of Dickerson Custom Trucks and Parts for Rigs. It's our company. We make all the parts and pieces of all the trucks you see us build. So we're going to do a walk around in some of these videos. We're going to do how-to videos to install some of our parts. There's going to be a lot of different things we're going to try to cover for you guys so you feel good and comfortable buying our parts, installing our parts, and maybe even buying some of our rigs. All right, so we're going to take a little look at this truck here. It's our very first Notorious build. So we're launching a new company that is a partnership with Zach Strayer, and we've built him the Notorious PIG, and that thing gained so much traction that we wanted to expand on that idea. And since Peterbilt came out with the 589, we felt like it was the right platform, just the new model. People wanted to maybe see what can be done to them. Some of them loved it all right out of the box, some of them didn't. And we think we got what it takes to really take these things to the next level and make you really want to get one. So let's take a look at this one here. We started off, got to have a bumper. You know, we order them in pretty stripped down. So we build these bumpers here. Everything that we make at the shop is 304 grade stainless steel. This bumper is made out of 10 gauge stainless. It's all blind mount. Got our mitered corner on there with the watermelons. You know, we just try to keep it pretty simple. We do have some other options that we may do in the future on some of this stuff, but you know, the first several are going to be the same kind of build sheet, if you will, same spec, and then we'll change it up over time. So we'll kind of see. You guys have to keep track of what we got going on when we change that all up. But got to get that visor. You know, that's the biggest complaint that people are seeing with the 589s is they just don't like that windshield. You know, it's quite a change from what we're used to seeing with the split windshield and stuff. So we've got, we built that visor. You know, we really like it. It's what we're going to call a bottoms up. I think it's 9 to 13 is what we've got on this truck here. And it's a post mount, just like what we're used to seeing. You know, we tried to, there's a few other designs out there. All of them are fine. We're trying to keep our kind of side profile that we've always had. That little notch in there has kind of been our signature along the lines of the visor, so we wanted to stay with that. Cabin sleeper panels, you know, that's where the big changes are on these trucks, these Notorious builds, is we're going back to the step boxes that everybody's used to seeing. You know, they got those big, some people call them a Kenworth box, some of them just a big DPF step type of box. The breather light panels, so this is something that we've come up with here. They're completely blind mount. So on ours, with a lot of our parts, slightly more difficult to install, but you get that look when it's all done. So on ours, they're one piece that goes all the way in behind the breather and everything. We've got a lot of different light options for you. They're all going to be perfectly fit. This is a big thing that we really look for is, does the breather panel fit like it should? And it just fits nice and tight. It's got that clean look. You know, some people are coming in behind here, and again, no problems at all. Very easy to install, and some customers are looking for that. Other customers we find that are looking for a little bit better piece or a little bit tighter fit, like how we make some of our stuff. You know, we've kind of been known for a premium product, and we're certainly glad to be known for that. But again, these are all 304 grade stainless steel. Everything we do at the shop, Parts for Rigs, is all 304 grade. We don't mess around with any 430. So the biggest changes on these trucks is down here with the cab and the cowl and the steps. So on the 589s, they've come out, they have quite a bit different cab, as everybody knows. So we had to redesign all that stuff. So we've come out with wraparound cowl panel, cab panel like you're used to. We've formed the cowl so it matches the cab, and then we drop that down because we've changed the step box to a more traditional, you know, what we're used to seeing size, and have the batteries in there and stuff, rather than the you know, like a lot of people are calling a Kenworth style or a DPF style step box. We've switched that back to a nice stainless, full stainless. It's not a slip cover. Those are all you know, full stainless all the way through. We've moved the air tank back up to where you're used to seeing it. And again, I think that's what really sets these trucks apart from what they are factory and what you're used to seeing maybe some of the other people out there that are doing some stuff to these. We're really liking the look of that air tank and the step box and the cabin cowl being there where you're kind of used to seeing it. When you take a step back and you look at the side profile, you can tell it's not a 389, but you know, it's got all the things in the right places that really make it look kind of acceptable, I think, towards what we're used to seeing. So running 7-inch exhaust. It's Lincoln chrome exhaust on this truck. On all the Notorious builds, I should say, will be Lincoln chrome exhaust. We're going to switch it up a little bit. You know, some are going to have flat tops, some are going to have miters, some have got turnouts. Really like all of those. You know, it's just personal preference, how it all comes out as far as what exhaust we may do. But window chops on these, you know, when I first started looking at these trucks with such a big windshield, I should say, I wasn't certain we could get much of a window chop on there. But as we've worked on the visor, got that kind of dialed in how we like it, you know, we were able to get about a 6.5, 7-inch window chop on there. And just kind of gives it the look, again, that I think everybody's kind of used to seeing over the years of window chops being almost on every build that we get through the shop. So all of the Notorious builds are going to have underlights in the cab and sleeper panels. So you can kind of see what we got going on here in the reflection of the step. They're going to be 3/4 inch lights shining down, give you that cool underglow. We've got the same thing in the bunk panels. Full polished fuel tanks. And then we've got painted deck plates with a real nice stainless drop-in connection box there. We really dislike the plastic vents that Peterbilt has decided to put in the back of these, so we've made these covers. You know, they've been around for a long time. We're not trying to act like we invented those covers or anything, but you know, we make them at the shop and we paint them. Just really gives that a clean look, helps those vents to blend in and not stick out and really slap you in the face when you come around the back. We're going to put 4 sleeper lights on them, you know, load lamps back there. Those will all be red. You know, just to give it that nice clean look. Everybody wants some light back there, but nothing too over the top with 10, 12, 14 lights like sometimes you see. We're going to stay with the 4-inch on the first batch. You know, we may switch it up to some of the 4-inch kits with the watermelon lights as time goes on here. So we'll kind of see how that goes and what Zach and I decide to do. We got Hogue-built stainless steel fenders mounted with our DCT brackets, all the blind mount brackets. We've gotten along really well with those over the years. All those brackets are built in-house. Deck plates are built in-house. The connection box is built in-house. The Parts for Rigs really doesn't have any limitations as far as what we're able to build. You know, we really strive to have all of our own parts that we can make, so we can do anything we want to do. It's really allows us to be creative and then keep the quality level. You know, at Dickerson Custom Trucks, we're really focus on quality, making sure that these trucks are something that I would want to own and drive. You know, back when I drove, I wasn't fortunate enough to have anything brand new like this, but I want to make sure that guys that are getting started, been in it for a long time, you know, as they invest and grow their fleets, that they know they're getting a quality piece with these Notorious builds. So coming on to the back here, we do a full deck plate all the way underneath the fifth wheel. Keeps that thing looking clean all the way to the back. We got heavy duty mud flaps here. We build these light boxes in-house. Those are all 3/16 aluminum, so just a tick under 1/4 inch thick aluminum, and then we double the top over and plug weld that thing all together. That's just almost a 1/2 inch thick on the top there. That baby is strong. I wouldn't worry too much about losing that thing on the highway like some of the other products we've seen come in over the years. But you get the Notorious builds by DCT mud flap weights, and the same with the license plate in the front. So guys, on these Notorious builds, we're going to be running 22.5 low pros. This one's got Michelin tires on it. You know, right now the factory's having trouble getting consistent brands of tires, so we're doing our best to always get them with Michelins. That's going to be our first preference. This one we were lucky enough to get them. I think the other two over there have Michelins at least on the back. I know we've got Continental steers on this truck, so gosh, you know, COVID's still kind of lingering around in some of these parts and pieces that we're trying to get. You know, we want to get them just right, but you know, as we work through this, you know, we'll try to keep everybody updated on what we've got to offer and things like that. But all the trucks are going to be on low air ride, Alcoa Durabrite wheels. They're going to be not aluminum fifth wheels, and we may change that up as we go, but they are all slick plates, so non-grease fifth wheels. This particular truck, along with the blue and red one over there, are 300-inch wheelbase. We've got 18-speed transmission, 342 rears, and it's Cummins 565 horse 2050 torque on these. So they're going to be a pretty good spec. We really think these are going to be some nice trucks for guys that want to get out and either haul local, or if you want to get out and stretch your legs a little bit more with some long haul stuff. It ought to be set up pretty well for everybody. You know, some of the parts that we put on here on these Notorious builds are available individually. You know, maybe you're not ready to go to a whole new truck, but you'd rather have a new deck plate or a new light bar or something like that. You know, get a hold of us at Dickerson Custom Trucks and we'll get you set right up with some of those parts. These trucks came in with mill grade tanks, and that wasn't going to cut it for what we were looking to do for these Notorious builds. So we had Adam Day, our polisher of ATD Metal Polishing. He took the tanks home with him. We took them off, sent them over to him. He's high-speed sanded them, cut them all out. The fuel tank straps are stainless. He sanded those down, got all the mill lines out of those. And the fuel caps, he really did a beautiful job for us on those. Came out really nice. So again, we got our Lincoln Chrome 7-inch exhaust on this truck with the flat tops. We really like those flat tops on this one. We just think it's a good look. We're going to do a mixture of those, as I said earlier, but flat tops have always been one of my favorites. So all the lights on our truck, on the Notorious builds, are going to be Trucks lights. They come with a 3-year warranty. We really feel like that's a solid warranty for especially what we're trying to put together here with the Notorious builds. Being Dickerson Custom Trucks is always focused on quality, and we want to make sure that we're using quality parts. And if they're willing to put 3-year warranty on their lights, we feel like that's a pretty good putting their best foot forward like we are doing it. So all of our Notorious builds have front air deflate on them. They are all obviously air ride in the front, so they're going to ride really well. Gives you that cool look when you get to the fuel stop, or you know, you're trying to show off some of your buddies and you dump that front end. You know, that's what everybody's looking for these days. Okay guys, we want to take the mint one over here next to the other two. Wanted to get a little bit closer look. Again, I'm going to go through the specs with you on these, on this Notorious build here. So we've got Cummins 2050 torque, 565 horse, 18 speed, 342 rears, 300-inch wheelbase. Got a 48-inch sleeper, 22.5 low pro rubber for you. So that's going to be sitting on low suspension with factory front air ride that we've put our front dump kit on it, so you can get that thing down there looking good. Running a 20-inch front bumper on it, 7-inch stacks. It's got our DCT parts for rigs, visor, cabin sleeper panels, window chops, deck plate, the blind mount half fenders, just a real nice package for you there. So that's going to be in common with all these trucks that we're doing right now. This first batch, this is the first batch of 3. I've already got 3 more sitting over there at the shop across the street. We're going to get those knocked out. So obviously we got mint and an off-white frame. We've got what we're calling burnt orange, or I think the Peterbilt's calling that tangerine. It's kind of a cinnamon or a copper color, in my opinion. You get a little bit more in person on it. Off-white frame on this one as well. 2050 torque, same specs, guys. 2050 torque, 565, 18 speed, 342 rears, 300-inch wheelbase, 48-inch sleeper, 22.5 low rubber, low suspension in the rear, 300-inch wheelbase. I think I already said that. We got factory front air ride on this, 20-inch bumper. These are all going to be the same specs on these trucks as far as the minor parts. You know, the cabin sleeper panels, all 5-inch cabin sleepers, underlit, visor, window chops. They're all going to be the same spec as the Notorious builds part comes into play there. So again, we'll change that as we kind of move through these. You know, we're not just going to make, you know, 50 of the same truck. We're going to kind of keep that package evolving. We want you guys to feel like you're really getting something special here, not the same truck that everybody else has. So this one here, legendary blue. I think it's a Coke red, I think they call it, or Viper red. I think it's Viper red frame. 290 wheelbase on this one, guys. It's going to be 565 horse, 2050 torque, Cummins, 18 speed, 342 rears. We've got that same low air suspension in the back. What else? 22.5 low pro wheels and tires. Factory front Peterbilt air suspension on the front with our DCT dump kit in the front there to get that bumper down looking good. Lincoln Chrome 7-inch exhaust. You know, these 2 trucks have turnouts on them. We really like all the different options. We're going to come out with some. They'll have miter cut tops. Flat tops will be pretty common for us as well. All 3 of these trucks have Michelin drives, and looks like Continental steers on all these. So again, going through some of that stuff, still trying to get some things worked out from COVID still on tire availability, I guess. I don't know. You know, we've always been a Michelin fans around here, and I take that back. It looks like the copper one there has Michelin steers on it. So you got Continentals on the front of the mint green and the legendary blue here, and full Michelin on the other one. All trucks products, lights on these trucks come with a 3-year warranty. It's got all of our Parts for Rigs parts are all 304 grade stainless steel. We just really try to focus on quality, and that boils right down to even the parts and the raw materials that we're using over there at the shop to make this stuff with. So yeah, we're doing all the paint work, everything we do in-house. You know, we build these trucks basically from the factory, come to us. You know, I've started to say a ground up build, but we're not going that far with them. You know, we find that the price point for these trucks, the guys don't want a full build. It's something that they can buy, get it right out there to work. That's what we're trying to do here with these Notorious builds. Is much better truck than what you can buy from Peterbilt. It's already fixed up, ready to rock and roll. It's turnkey. You know, you get out there and start making money with them. So we really want to have them set up, ready to go, and have a few to choose from. So the next 3 coming in are going to be white with purple frame. We've got Viper red body, Viper red frame, and you know, to be honest, I have that third, or I should say the 6th one hasn't hit the lot yet, so I'm not even positive what the colors are going to be on that. So we can look forward to seeing that together. Should be here on Monday, so be paying attention. We'll be looking for that thing to arrive, and we'll be posting those pictures. If these colors aren't doing it for you, we're going to have a good variety for you. Keep checking back with us, see what we've got, and I'm certain we're going to have something that's going to appeal to just about everybody. Okay guys, so I've really enjoyed showing you around these first 3 trucks. We're super proud of them. You know, launching this Notorious builds is something I never thought I'd be able to be part of. in my career, and it's really a testament to where we've come as Dickerson Custom Trucks and Parts for Rigs. And now we're launching this Notorious builds with Zach Strayer, and we're super proud of that. We want to bring these trucks to market, and we think you guys will really enjoy owning these things. If you want to get one of these, get a hold of Zach Strayer, or you can call us at Dickerson Custom Trucks at the shop at 765-436-2586. Thanks a lot. Look forward to seeing you out on the road in one of these real soon.